Trump administration institutes tariffs on Japan, South Korea, and a dozen other nations. These are your daily tags. On Monday, the president posted letters to leaders of these foreign nations on Truth Social, notifying them that the U.S. was raising tariffs on their own goods, as well as warning them not to retaliate. The president wrote, quote, "If for any reason you decide to raise your tariffs, then whatever number you choose to raise them by will be added on to the 25% that we charge." The 25% is specific to Japan and South Korea. In a press conference on Monday, the president said to reporters, "It's all done. I told you we'll make some deals, but for the most part, we're going to send a letter." South Korea said it would accelerate negotiations, and Japan also indicated as much. The president did sign an order that extended the window before tariffs go into effect to August 1st. In addition to Japan and South Korea, the following countries are also affected. Per the AP, Myanmar and Laos would be taxed at 40%, Cambodia and Thailand at 36%, Serbia and Bangladesh at 35%, Indonesia at 32%, South Africa and Bosnia and Herzegovina at 30%, and Kazakhstan, Malaysia, and Tunisia at 25%. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that by setting the rates himself, Trump, quote, "is tailor-making trade plans for each and every country on this planet, and that's what this administration has continued to be focused on." Which we can see as a modality of the fact that the administration wants to erase any trade deficit with other nations. A practice in and of itself that is misguided. The reason we have trade deficits with other nations is because, in part, we can't produce what other nations can produce. In many of those cases, we just simply don't have the raw materials necessary to create the products that are exported from those nations. So yes, there's going to be a deficit. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. The US, to our part, also has products that we can export to nations that don't have our sources of raw materials. The president also said in the letters, quote, "These tariffs may be modified upward or downward depending on our relationship with your country." On one hand, there is efficacy towards tailor-made plans with each and every nation. It should, in theory, promote a sense of both parties coming to the table at regular intervals. But in those practices, it can also be hard to manage, and through that we can see the repercussions on the worldwide stage. The extension of tariffs going into effect later on August 1st is part of that. And if we want to talk about progress, the Trump team promised 90 deals in 90 days. They've only achieved 2 so far, those being Vietnam and the United Kingdom. Additionally, the president said that any countries who have policy goals affiliated with BRICS in their agenda will receive an extra 10%. And so the waters of international finance get ever the murkier, and we pay the price. We'll keep you posted on more tariff updates here on Daily Tax.